Hey Jenny,
Hey, Graham.
this this game's pretty great.
It is. It's our favorite star.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I go that far, right? Um,
He
but
is a pretty
it's
superstar.
yeah. This is true. This is Densetsu no Starfy 4, the Legendary Starfy 4. It's uh the game that came before the Legendary Starfy for the Nintendo DS, right?
Right.
For what reason are we talking about this game, Jenny?
Well, because we love it and we think everybody should have a little more Starfy in their life.
Yeah,
We're doing this for you.
for you.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So this was the first Starfy game on the DS. So of course the menu has some weird things where you can like drag around the items for no reason. So there's that. Also you can like tap them and stuff happens. It's kind of
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of nothing. Let's get in this game.
Yeah. It's also the first game where you can play as Stafy or Starly, whichever you prefer. I mean, and she's a playable character for the first time, but we were already playing as her before in the US release.
Yep. Yep. Here she is. So, if you've seen anything about Starfy, or played the one US game, you might know what's going on here. But this is a pretty good summation here in the next 30 seconds of what this game's all about. This game's all about introducing a second playable character that's not that different, but also if you haven't played a Starfy game at all, you should know it's a platformer. You have moves. You can be in the water or above the water.
Yeah.
And the game plays a lot differently depending on where you are.
But fortunately, she moves just as, or he, either character we're playing as, moves just as well underwater as they do above water, which is really great.
Or more specifically, they're better underwater, right?
Well, you can't do that wonderful running animation there where the eyes bug out and, oh
Sure.
my god, I'm running.
I mean, I'm not saying they're more adorable underwater. I'm saying they're more effective.
Okay, yeah.
They're
I will agree with
faster,
that.
have some more powerful moves, things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, much like you probably feel when you're playing an import game, it's it's a fish out of water thing. You can, you're more effective in your element, and
Right.
their element is water.
And look at how effective she is.
Yeah, and then also, this game in particular, and a lot of Starfy games, there are transformations. Like if you like Yoshi's Island and Kirby, and you want them to be the same game, let me tell you about Starfy. Basically. They're not like little timed challenges like oh no.
Oh. Well, technically, some of the Kirby games did have the transformations where they had like the little hamster and the owl.
Sure,
And,
yeah. But I think specifically like these are all about traversal,
Yeah, that's true.
They're just all about, okay, here's a challenge based on this thing. Kirby games don't do that for challenge. Kirby games don't do anything for challenge.
Well,
Oh.
the Starfy games don't really... They're not super challenging either. It's more about enjoying the ride.
Hello.
I mean, there are some spikes and stuff, but...
Do-do. Do-do-do. Yeah.
I do love the seahorse.
Seahorse is pretty good.
Yeah. What do you think is your favorite transformation?
I'm not sure I have one.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
I think
It's
I
been
might
a little
like
while
the
since I
chicken
played
one.
this game again, but
I also like the dragon one, though.
yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing about Starfy games is that they're less about getting to a place and more about like clearing the area sometimes.
Very true.
I'm trying to. It's been a little while since I played this game, and I actually don't remember the thing I need to do here.
Well, it seems like...
Oh, here we go.
There you go. Never mind. I wish I could help you. This is the one I didn't play.
Did
looks like
this
it's a
just
great
send
one.
me back? It did. Why did this just send me back? Okay, well... Okay.
Is there
You know,
a time limit?
I don't think so. I think I just went in the first door and it's sent me back to the beginning, which is the sort of thing you'd only see in, like, Mario Maker. Okay, second door. Okay, second door, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here's where we get off out of the water. Now we gotta jump, actually.
You can do it.
Yep, and then,
I like
you know,
their animations in this. They really have a lot of detail and expressions and...
oh yeah, it's telling me how to crawl. But yeah, so yeah, the thing about the Starfy games is that they are developed by Tose, which Tose has been around forever and made a lot of games you really enjoy. They just don't take credit for it all the time. That's kind of their thing. But this series, they actually do take credit for it, which, you know, crazy, I know, but
Yeah.
it's true.
And this is a great game for them to do. Didn't they also do the Game & Watch Gallery games?
They've done some of that. They have done certain ports of Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, the Mercenaries 3D.
But the other thing besides this, they've done lots of Resident Evil ports. Like, say, Resident Evil 4 for the Wii that everyone loves.
Yeah?
That's them. But the things they've actually had their name on is this series and also Super Princess Peach.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, stuff. That's
Pretty good. Wasn't one of the most recent things they did too one of the Dragon Quest spin-offs?
yes. There's a little game you may know called Rocket Slime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of that game. I hear it's pretty good.
Yeah. I was trying to leave that for, like, hey, by the way, also. But yeah, so as it happens, all the cool games you don't get in the States, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say. Anyway, but yeah, let's go.
Let's go somewhere fun.
Yeah. Oh yes, let's go to the shop.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Let's see. What should we buy here? That seems good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There's a lot of this game where like it's very early in the DS, so it's like, what can we do with this screen? How about if we just have stuff pop up on the screen that you tap?
Really? I mean, just tapping stuff on a touchscreen?
It was, you know, very experimental. Anyway,
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the stage. I realize I'm just messing around, but this game is just very charming.
Oh, it is.
Alright, let's actually get back to what we're doing here. Oh. Okay. I'll get better at jumping, I promise. Though I guess I shouldn't make promises I can't keep. Okay.
You never know. You could be good.
Okay.
Maybe the run jump? Ah.
Okay. We're good.
So you ended up figuring it out.
Yeah. And then... just the animations in this game are great. There we go. Boom, boom.
Even the enemy animations, they have just this unique style and the expressive faces, and the detail is really there. And it's on point.
Yes. It's on each of the 5 points.
It is. I'm glad you caught that.
Of this star. It's... So this is another one of those things, right? the Starfy and Starly are not stars, and they are not fish. They are aliens that just happen to be shaped like starfish.
Yeah.
That's another one of those weird. I don't really understand why you care one way or the other.
Isn't Mo actually really a clam though?
Yeah, like everybody else is a real thing,
Yeah.
right? It's all right. This was the explanation of how to. Do these not break? There we go. They don't break if you crawl on them. Now I'm remembering. It's been a while since I played 4. I've played 5 recently, but not 4. Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, I love the crawling animation. I love that.
Well, you're gonna get a lot of it because this is the crawling level.
Yeah. What I like too is how the characters and the animations and everything, they really are consistent throughout the series.
They are, and that's one of those things where the creative element of a game was made by a house that was known for cheap outsourced development. Because they just reused the same sprites over and over again for 3 GBA games and 2DS games in the span of like 4 years, 5 years.
Yeah, I think it was like 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they released 2 and 3 within a year.
They did, yeah.
Like the same year, not like a year after.
But then at this point, it looks so good that it's not that big a deal.
Like it doesn't. It's not a problem really. It's just interesting, like. There's like, no, we don't need to make new sprites. But yeah, I suppose it's weird because like there was a Starfy game that got released in the West, but still I would think that most people's knowledge of Starfy comes from the fact that Starfy is an assist trophy in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do anything. So I suppose there's that. I really like the crawling. Crawling is so good.
Yeah. Doesn't even Stafy appear as a trophy?
As a trophy, yeah. Not an assist trophy, but yeah.
Right. Yeah, she's the regular trophy. Yeah.
But I do appreciate like the first 3 games were about Starfy rescuing her, right?
Yeah.
Which was, the very stereotypical, hey, we need a platformer, why is he doing this? Oh, how about saving sister? But I appreciate that the series went somewhere else with it after that.
Yeah.
That it's not just that stereotypical thing that we probably don't need to do over and over again,
Yeah, and this one, isn't he saving a fish?
In all of them, eventually it's about saving everyone, right?
It's always about saving some sort of fish, except for the Legendary Starfy. Then you were saving a bunny.
Yeah, but also it is very low stakes. I guess that's one thing that's very much a Starfy thing, right? Is it's not really like all this like you are the chosen one saving the world. It's like no, just kind of like you need to do this thing. It's like Saturday morning cartoon. Like oh no, we need to get back that pie that got run away by that enemy. Like those are the kind of stakes we're talking about, right?
Right.
But yeah, Starfy's pretty good.
It is. It's a very good game. It's very charming, very easy to play.
And
it's one of those things where somebody could,
It's one of those things where I'd say it's not the most import friendly in its genre because like it's a platformer with objectives, right? Like sometimes it tells you to do stuff.
Yeah.
It's not just get from one side to the other. But
that is true.
But just platformers in general are very accessible. Like you can figure this one out.
Right.
Which I appreciate.
And plus, they're popular enough where there's enough information online where if somebody did get it, it's like, okay, I don't know what the objective is, but hey, other people have played this because this is a great game, so here's what it is.
Ah, okay, so what? Clearly what I need to do here is clean off this
the paint
thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to get the brushes just so. You have to be on the platform to make it happen.
Okay, that's... Now I'm remembering how to move the brushes. It's one of those things, we're just jumping into this, but I just like this game. Okay.
Hey.
Okay, I think that was all the ones for this one, so...
You don't have to get the purple dot matches? There you go. This is an adorable mini game. Well, it's not exactly a mini game, but
yeah, it's playing with the what it is you're doing in some interesting ways, right?
Right.
Like, this isn't the normal thing you'd be doing with crawling. It's just like, what can we make you do when you crawl? I like the idea of that.
Yeah.
Not that I'm any good at it, as you can tell.
Hey, the painting's looking pretty clean.
Ah, okay, there we go. Got it. But yeah, now I can head back.
You accomplished something today.
You know? I think so. Alright. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, that was hauntingly beautiful, that painting.
I suppose. I don't know. Also, this game is kind of a, I don't like using the term Metroidvania.
Yeah.
But, it's a recursive action platformer. It will have you backtracking to do things.
Which is nice, because now you've got the map on the bottom screen, so you can see right where you're supposed to go, instead of having to open one up.
Yeah. Ooh. Also, there's a lot of little places to explore, you know?
Oh yes, lots of secret areas, and...
Lots of non-secret areas, too.
Yeah.
Like, there's just lots of areas. It's not just, here's the thing you do, go in this direction, and then when you get to the end, you are done. Congratulations, you have played Starfy. That's not Starfy. It's all about reusing what it has to great effect.
Yeah. I like how they'll sometimes have little bonus levels where if you went to all the trouble to find absolutely everything.
Yeah.
This is really, if people like Kirby, they should absolutely be playing Starfy.
They should. And, you know, you can definitely start with that first game.
Right.
Or that fifth game. We got the last game, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
But that's the game you should probably start with, because it's in English, you know?
Yeah.
But it's really easy to jump in and play this game if you've played that game. That's just... I think that's safe to say.
Yeah, and then you can kind of hope that maybe there'll be another game in the series.
You know, there hasn't been one in almost a decade.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not sure we're gonna get it. It's kind of sad, but it's true.
Yeah, it would be fun to have another one. I mean, I would absolutely import it. Would you import it?
I mean, yeah, because, I mean, that's what we do, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't think we're normal. But yeah, this is the part where I realized we started this level halfway through the level and then backtracked. Good job, me. Now all of this makes more sense.
It does.
Alright.
It's great now that we've come full circle and we understand.
Yeah. And then we can just
everything
cross
we
them
learned before. Everything before has come circle and yeah.
Alright. I do wish that something else will be done with Starfy, you know?
Yeah, aside from the trophies in Smash.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't really consider a trophy in Smash as doing anything with it, you know?
Yeah,
there's no gameplay.
Well, he was also in Super Mario Maker. That shows that they still recognize him as, you know, part of their whole
as a platform
lineup.
character they own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's something.
Yeah. Maybe like, you know what, we're not going to give you one, but hey, here he is in Super Mario Maker, you can make one of your own.
I mean, if you could actually do Starfy moves, maybe, you know?
Yeah. You should make her get so dizzy that she falls over from spinning.
Okay.
I think people need to see that.
Okay. Now I finally see the platform I need to get on. I'm gonna make her so dizzy she falls down right before we end the episode.
Okay. Because that's an important part of the Starfy experience.
It is, because animations.
Yeah, and also because you're gonna do it without intending to at one point or
And
another, and it's better to know.
the show's gonna end. That's how this. If it accidentally happens, the episode's over. See ya. Just expect a cutoff immediately. That's. Oh, come on.
That was close, you know?
Okay. All right. What's going on with the sleeping guy? I forget. Do you remember?
Yeah. I don't remember. Remember, I didn't play this one.
Wonder if spinning a whole bunch will help. Nope, didn't help. Thanks for helping me show this off, Jenny.
Yeah,